The West has duped you a pariah of invading Ukraine. Sanctions are aiming to cut off your country's economy from global markets, and there is an arrest warrant out for you from the International Criminal Court. How can you show the pressure is not working? Try hosting a summit. This week in the city of Kazan, President Putin will greet more than 20 heads of state at the BRICS summit of emerging economies. Among the leaders invited are China's Xi Jinping, Indian Prime Minister Modi, and Iran President Masoud Pezeshkian. The Kremlin has called it one of the largest-scale foreign policy events ever in Russia. The clear message is that attempts to isolate Russia have failed, thinks Chris Wefer, founding partner of consultant firm Macro Adverse. It is a big part of the messaging from the Kremlin that Russia is withstanding sanctions. We know there are several cracks beneath the surface, but at a geopolitical level, Russia has all these friends, and they are going to be Russia's partners. So who are Russia's friends? BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The grouping then referred to as a counterweight to the Western-led world has expanded to include Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. Saudi Arabia too has been invited to join. The BRICS nations account for 45% of the global population. That's already a lot. Added together, members' economies are worth more than $28.5 trillion, 22 trillion euros. That's around 28% of the global economy. So these BRICS nations account for 45% of the global population, and they equally account for around 28% of the global economy. So you can't ignore them, because accounting for 45% of the global population, that's a lot, and accounting for 28% of the global economy, that says a lot. Russia officials have indicated that another 30 countries want to join BRICS or seek closer ties with the club. Some of these nations will take part in the summit. In Kazan this week, expect a lot of talk about BRICS representing the global majority. So, and this is what BRICS is all about. BRICS, one thing about them is about their diversity. They welcome every culture, they welcome every government. They don't try to force democracy down your throat, unlike the West here, that try to force down their so-called democracy down your throat to your own detriment, because they are not even practicing the so-called 100% democracy. They are trying to force your own country into, thereby trying to force their so-called democracy down your throat, installing puppets in the corridors of power when it comes to the case of Africa, and keep looting your natural resources. And then they turn around, preach that democracy to you. You see, the holy book these people brought to Africa, if there is any devil that existed anywhere, the West is the devil when it comes to Africa, because these people loot our natural resources in their numbers. These people keep our continent plunging into poverty. These people keep us impoverished, and they turn around to play the savior. They turn around to play as if they are saints. Come to the side of the religion, they ask our people, they demonize our ancestors, and their own ancestors are saints. So BRICS is totally different, even though we still have some reservations. Yes. So no matter how you see it, at the moment BRICS is lesser devil when it comes to these so-called Western organizations. So Russia is doing whatsoever it can to make sure that these sanctions does not cripple its economy, which is normal. Any other country will do it. So being that Russia was already one of the founding fathers of the BRICS, they are just bringing ideas and trying to explore to break new grounds, which they are doing already. Because we know that at the end of this summit, two of the major announcements is going to be about the BRICS Pay, which is going to aid Russia in trade, in terms of trading with other BRICS nations, and expansion too, which is going to welcome new members who will join the club, and thereby open more markets for Russia and other countries.